So I've spent the last month deep diving into every single free AI tool that Google has put out there. And honestly, I was kind of expecting them to be, well, mediocre. Free is free for a reason, right? But what I found was actually shocking. It turns out there are 7 of these tools that aren't just free, they're literally destroying their paid competitors. So let me just ask you this straight up. Are you paying for your AI tools right now? For things like image generation or automation or creating content. Because those monthly subscriptions, man, they add up fast. I mean, we're talking about tools that can set you back anywhere from $20, maybe even $50 every single month for just one tool. That's a serious chunk of change, especially if you're trying to stay ahead of the curve. Okay, but what if I told you that you could ditch your entire paid tech stack right now and replace it with tools that are not only free, but are arguably even better?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to break down today.
All right, let's get into it. Here's the plan. First, we're going to look at how you can build whole apps without writing a single line of code. Then we'll get into automating your content creation, and after that, generating some seriously pro-level assets. And to wrap it all up, we'll put it all together and show you what your new, completely free tech stock looks like. Okay, first up, let's build some apps. And no, you absolutely do not need to be a developer for this part. We're going to check out 2 pretty incredible tools here, AI Studio Build and Opal. So AI Studio Build is, well, it's a total game changer. It's tucked away inside Google's AI Studio. You can find it over at ai.google.dev, by the way. And get this, it lets you just describe an app you want in plain English. And from that simple little prompt, it writes all the code from scratch to build a fully functional web app. We're talking things like client portals or slick landing pages. Just as an example, I literally typed this exact prompt into the tool, and in real time, I watched it plan the structure, write out all the code, and boom, it created this. A complete event registration page, clean design, all the input fields, it even made a separate pricing page. And the craziest part, if you want to change something, you just tell it. Hey, make that button blue. And it's done. Just like that. All right, next up is a tool called Opal. And this is basically Google's free answer to those complex and kind of pricey automation tools like Zapier. Opal is all about building internal workflows. You just describe what you need the tool to do, and it visually maps out the entire logic for you, connecting the triggers to the actions. So you can literally see exactly how your data is flowing from one step to the next. And using it couldn't be easier. Seriously. You just click Create New, type your prompt right into the text box. Something like create a tool that generates 10 viral YouTube video titles from a topic, and you hit Submit. That's it. In 20 seconds, you have a custom-built internal tool ready to go. All right, let's shift gears and talk about automating your content creation. This section is all about turning that raw information, those rough ideas and notes, into polished, ready-to-go content. And for this, we've got 3 amazing tools to look at: Notebook LM, Pameli, and Gemini Canvas. Okay, Notebook LM has this one feature that, honestly, it still kind of shocks me every time I use it. It's called Video Overview. You just upload your research notes, articles, any documents you have, and it transforms all of it into a fully scripted and produced explainer video. I'm talking complete with narration and visuals. It's wild. And here's a little pro tip for you. Before you hit that generate button, you can actually give it custom instructions. So with this prompt right here, I told it exactly what to focus on and the specific tone I was going for. And the result, it was a shockingly high quality video that pulled together all my different sources into this really premium feeling presentation. Tool number 4 is called Pameli. And think of this like having your own personal AI marketing agency on call, 24/7. All you do is give it your website's URL, it then scans your entire site, pulls in your brand colors, your fonts, your key messaging, and then it automatically generates entire social media campaigns that perfectly, and I mean perfectly, match your brand's voice and style. Now, just a quick heads up on this one. Pameli is still technically in Google Labs. So for right now, it's only available if you're in the US, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand. So if you go looking for it and can't find it, that's probably why. Just keep an eye out for it. And the last tool in this section is Gemini Canvas. And what you're seeing here really says it all. It's the classic before and after. You take a plain, super text-heavy document, you upload it to Canvas, and it automatically transforms all of that dense info into a visually awesome presentation. We're talking organized slides, relevant images, and a really clean professional layout. All done for you.
All right, moving on to our third and final category. This is where we get to generate some professional grade assets. I'm talking about that high quality visual and audio stuff that until now you really had to pay for with expensive software. We're going to cover the image generator that's built right into Gemini and a really cool multi-speaker audio tool.
First up, let's talk about the image generation model that's built right inside of Gemini. And let me tell you, the quality is seriously competitive with the big paid names, like Midjourney or DALL-E. But here's the kicker. It's completely 100% free to use. So to get an image like this, I used this exact prompt right here. You can see I got really specific about the style, the lighting, the whole composition. And the result? A stunningly realistic product photo. Look at the accurate textures, the reflections. It seriously looks like it came straight out of a commercial photo shoot, not from an AI prompt.
And for our final tool, number 7, we have multi-speaker audio generation. You'll find this one back inside AI Studio. And what it does is create studio quality audio of multiple different voices having a totally natural back and forth conversation. I mean, platforms like ElevenLabs charge a serious premium for this kind of thing. But with this tool, it's completely free.
Now, what's so powerful about this is that you can actually direct the performance. You're not just getting these robotic, monotone line readings. By adding simple style instructions, like you see here, you can dictate the energy and the personality of each speaker. So the final audio sounds like a real podcast, with speakers who actually sound like they're reacting to each other. It's incredible. So, what does this all actually mean when you put it together? Well, when you combine all of these tools, what you have is a complete, incredibly powerful, and yes, entirely free tech stack right at your fingertips. Let's do a quick recap just to see how it all stacks up. Okay, here it is, all laid out. You've got AI Studio Build, which can replace a web developer or expensive platforms. You've got Opal, which takes the place of your automation software. Notebook LM, that can handle your script writing and your video editing. Pomeli replaces your social media design and management tools. Gemini Canvas automates your presentation design. The image generator in Gemini gives you Midjourney level quality for free. And the multi-speaker audio tool, that can replace expensive voice actors or subscription services.
The bottom line here is this. The barrier to creating professional grade work, whether we're talking about building an app, launching a marketing campaign, or producing a podcast, that barrier has been completely and utterly shattered. Access to this level of quality it's no longer limited by how much money you have in your wallet.
Which of course leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question. Now that tools this powerful, this accessible, are becoming the new standard, and they're available for free, is it possible we're witnessing the beginning of the end for paid software as we know it? Something to think about.